Yeah, good day, everyone. Um, we're happy to be here again with you today. My name is Toyosi Labeodon, and I'm also here with a colleague of mine. Colin, you're welcome to today's uh, seminar, impromptu seminar.
Yeah,
I
thank
feel like,
you. Hello, everyone.
yeah. So I think, well, sorry, we're having some issues on Instagram, but I'm sure if it's not resolved, we'll be able to share this video on Instagram, after this event. So we're here today to discuss with you the new policy. I'm sure many of us have heard about that policy, which talks about extension of post-graduation work permits for students who have expired Pgwp. Some of them are converted to visitors record. Some of them are about to expire. And now today, our Minister for Immigration came out and informed everybody that they're actually extending that policy where they will be able to get 18-month extension of their post-graduate work permits. And even those that their status have expired will also benefit from this policy. So you can easily get 18 extra months to work in Canada. Colin, what do you think about this? What's your own view about this?
I think this is a really wonderful thing to come out. A big announcement that they had about it. They did this previously for 2022 to allow more people to stay longer because you can see that the goal right now for them is they want these students and these workers to have a chance at becoming a permanent resident. That's very obvious. And they did it in 2022. They're continuing it now for 2023.
Yeah, you know, and what's amazing to me is it's obvious that government is making plans for a category of immigrants. What do you think? You
I
know,
think so. I think so. There's, announcement didn't touch on that, but when you're looking at that pattern that they have where they are consistently trying to extend what they're able to do for all of these students and these workers coming into Canada to try to get them as much time and as many extra points and give them that extra advantage going into the PR pool. Yeah.
yeah. So one of the things I want to read out here is what the minister himself said. You know, one of the things that was posted on his page is he said it that this will allow more Canadians educated. Let me see. I want to get. Let me get the exact words. You know, his exact words was this. We hold on. I'm trying to get that out so that I can read. I can read it out exactly as he said it. Before I go to that, just like Colin said, in my own view, I'm of the opinion that Canada is still giving priority to all those who are studying or have studied in Canada, because it's obvious that this policy is for them, and there are so many of them right now in Canada, and so many others are also coming into Canada. And I can even tell you that even we ourselves, we have brought in so many people into Canada through this program. So many people through study program. I mean, through study program,
Yeah.
and now allowing them to have an extension of 18 months of their work permits goes a long way to help them settle down in Canada. Now, I've seen what the minister said. He said this will allow more Canadians, educated workers, to continue making a contribution and give more talented people the ability to apply for permanent residency in Canada. Let me repeat that again. This will allow more Canadian educated workers to continue making a contribution and give more talented people the ability to apply for permanent residency in Canada. So it's obvious they are giving
Well,
priority to
he said
students.
it himself, right? He said
Yeah,
very, very clearly they are looking for more students that are coming to Canada, going to be a student, going to do some work after they're studying, and then flowing into PR directly. Student, work, PR. That's what they are. They're wanting it because that's what it's. He said exactly what he said. Is they are looking forward to welcoming more students into Canada as permanent residents eventually.
yeah. You know, I think it's just um, telling us indirectly that students or those that are studying in Canada are welcome. Not
Mm.
saying others are not welcome, but they are giving preference, to those that are studying in Canada. You know, and the good thing about this is when you study in Canada, you actually get more points for studying. When you study in Canada, you're able to work after studying, and after you have worked, you get more points for working in Canada. You get more points for studying in Canada. At the end of the day, at the end of the day, you would have more points than anyone who has not studied. When they are doing draws, the likelihood that those who are studying in Canada and who are working in Canada will get more points is obvious. So the likelihood that they will get more points is obvious, and the likelihood that the cutoff mark for entrance entry and co will continue to increase and be out of reach of those outside Canada is likely. I'm not saying this will happen, but technically, when you have more people in Canada being able to work, being able to remain, all of them will always be into the pool. You have more people in Canada going into the pool, filling up the spaces in the pool, and definitely getting more invites too. And even when you talk of PMP too, many programs are many provinces have different programs that are also made for people that have worked in Canada or in their provinces or that have studied in their provinces. So when you are talking about provincial nomination also, you are likely going to get an increased nomination from people from inside Canada. This is
Mhm.
my own assessment anyways. I'm not saying this is what will happen, but my own view that you're having more people coming into Canada come and study, you're having more people remaining in Canada, working and becoming more eligible to become PR. And at the end of the day, the likelihood that they get more points than those outside is higher because they have more advantage. They have a serious competitive advantage over those outside Canada. Because when you are studying in Canada, it's certain you get more points. When you have worked in Canada, it's certain you get more points.
Yeah.
And by the time you had those points to your regular points, which you would have had if you are outside of Canada, that advantage will be there for those who have studied or have worked in Canada. And now that you are giving them 18 more months, 18 more months is almost 2 years to remain in Canada. So anyone that their PGW would expire this month now, this year now, you can apply, they can extend it by another 18 months. Those that already have expired PGWP, they are eligible to apply. They are not chasing them out of Canada. They told them, all of you go and apply. And once they apply, they are making themselves more suitable for PR programs. You know, so I think the odds are in favor of students at this moment. And recall, if you remember again that a few months back there was a policy that they came up with where they talked about allowing students in Canada to work more than the regular 20 hours that they normally work. And today, many people are benefiting from that. Students can go to school and work 40 hours. If you can do 50, 60 hours, it's your business. Nobody is bothered about that anymore. And it's really helping them to sort out their bills, pay their school fees, sort out other bills that they have. And at the end of the day, they're doing fine. So in my own view, this year seems to be the year for students again because students are given advantage. Those that have studied in Canada, they are the same ones that will apply for possession work permit after their study. And once they've gotten their possession work permit, if it expires, you are able to extend it by 18 months extra. 18 months extra. Wow, that is really very beautiful. You know. So we just wanted to come on briefly to just talk briefly about it. It's a new policy. We're still going to get more information about it, and we're still going to have to do a lot of seminars where we're actually going to come and talk extensively about it. You know, I would like us to just take one or two questions. You know, we'll schedule. This was an impromptu seminar. We weren't planning for it. It just came up, and we had to just come up to talk briefly about it. So I'd like to take one or two questions before we leave today. Wow, so many questions. So many people have sent so many messages here. Wow,
So
keep up the
many
good
people
work.
said hello.
You
Hi,
said?
everyone. Hi, everyone. There's so many greetings in the chat.
Yeah,
Everyone.
yeah, yeah. No, don't worry. We're going to schedule. Actually, by the time we have much more information about this new policy, it just came in today. By the time we have much more information about the policy, we would actually come out and do a 1 hour seminar on it where we would break it down piece by piece and explain to the house and explain to people how they can benefit from it also. You know. So anyway, we are reaching
Let's
out
share
from True
the
Information
WhatsApp
Service. What
number.
is you said? You said?
We should share the WhatsApp number. I see some questions wondering about the WhatsApp.
Okay, yeah, let me just do that here. So our WhatsApp number is showing on the screen right now, +1 587 568 6124. Send us a chat on WhatsApp, and you're sure that we'll respond to all your questions. You know. So I don't know what we're doing. The summary of what we are saying here. The summary of what we are saying here is that students are being given priority right now. They are the ones that they increase their work hours from 20 hours to unlimited hours. They are the same people now that they have said they can get extension of their postgraduate work permit by 18 months. And if you remember again that a few years back, they did the same thing where once you finish your program, if you do a 1 year program, some people are getting 3 years postgraduate work permit, despite the fact that they did a 1 year program because of the policy that they did like 2 years back during COVID period. And that's the same policy they have technically extended again here now. You know, so if you want to benefit from this and you think you can afford to come into study, it seems study is a faster way to come into Canada. It obviously seems that students or those that are coming to study in Canada are being given priority for immigration, and now they're also being given priority to work in Canada, which will also assist their immigration pathway to get more work experience while working in Canada to do PR. Apart from the fact that you are also getting extra points for studying and extra points for working in Canada. So if you want to study, you can reach out to us. You can. I'm sure you can see our WhatsApp number on the screen. Let me call it again for those that don't know. It's +1 587 568 6124. So just like I said, we would actually schedule a seminar that will still address this, but we just felt because this policy just came out now, we should just talk briefly about it based on the little information that we have, you know, and that's what we have tried to do briefly by letting you know that today the minister came up with a new policy that is favorable for students and for those that are eligible to apply for possession work permits. You know, so if you are eligible for possession work permit and you need help with that, you can reach out to us. We can always help you. We are licensed to help anyone who wants to migrate, visit, study, or invest in Canada. And we have been assisting so many people to achieve all this. So we can also do that for you. I'll just take two questions before we round up this seminar. Someone said, is PR after Pgwp certain? Now, there are so many factors that determine whether you get PR. But one of the factors is that if you are the more work experience you have, the more points you get. Then, if you are working in Canada also, you are eligible for some programs that those outside Canada are not eligible for. That means the likelihood of you getting PR is high, even though it may not be guaranteed, but at least it's higher than for those that are outside Canada. You know, so when you are getting points, okay, like let's talk about the cutoff mark that they've used for the express entry in the last 6-7 months. The lowest has been, was it 490 or thereabouts?
Yeah.
It's very difficult for anyone outside Canada or who have not studied or work in Canada to score those kind of points. And I can tell you that right now that with this trend, the last one they had was 490, where they took 7,000 people. And I can tell you that with this trend that we are seeing, the likelihood that the cutoff mark will be high it's likely that the cutoff mark will remain high. Why? Because all the people that should leave Canada, they are not leaving, they are inside Canada working. All of them will go back into the pool. They will have higher scores than everyone outside Canada because of the points they are getting for studying and the extra points they are getting for working in Canada. So at the end of the day, they are getting more points than those outside Canada, and they will invite them for PR. They are eligible for Canada Experience Class. They are eligible for Access Entry under the Federal Skilled Worker Program, which those outside Canada are eligible for. Those inside Canada too are eligible for that program. You know, so let's just see if other new policies will come up. But for now, students or those that are studying in Canada are really enjoying a lot of benefits from government. The policies are coming up that are actually very favorable for them, and will at the end of the day allow them to convert easily to PR. Recall that 2 years ago they did a draw for those in Canada where they brought down the cutoff mark from 460 to 75. Ridiculous. They brought down the cutoff mark from 460 to 75 for only those who have studied or have worked in Canada. They've not tried that for those outside Canada. They've not tried that up to now. But they brought it down for them 2 years back. And in fact, in my own view, what they just said was that everybody in the pool just apply. Just everybody in the pool who have worked or studied in Canada just apply. Because if you are in the pool that time and imagine, look at cutoff mark that is now 490. Imagine bringing that cutoff mark to 75. Just imagine the number of people that will qualify. And the same thing applied again last 2 years ago, or 2 years ago also. They had a special program, PR pathway, TRP, temporary resident program to PR pathway for those that are inside Canada. And they had a special category for students. So, anyway, one more question before we sign out today. Someone said, let me see. I just want to pick one question that is relevant. There are so many questions here. So many, or a lot of comments are out here actually. So someone said, I'm interested to relocate to Canada. How do I go about it? Go to our website, fill out a free assessment, and you are sure that we'll assess you. And if you're eligible, we'll send you the programs that you can do, and you can pick it up from there. You can also send us a chat on WhatsApp and ask us that same question, and we'll send you a link that you can use to fill out the assessment and all that. Let me show you our website. For those that don't have our website is truelinktravel.com. Let me show you. I'm going to show you on our screen here now. So that's our website. It's showing on your screen, www.truelinktravel.com. So if you check our website, you see our contact number, you see our WhatsApp number on it. You can call us, you can chat us up, and you can get more updates. You can also, I also want to encourage you to follow us on all our social media channels. We're on Twitter, we're on Facebook, we're on Instagram, we're on YouTube. Our handle is Trulink Travel. You will see a lot of updates from us on these pages. So, Colin, any final words before we log out today?
Someone messaged here. I'm really, really interested, sir. I'm a telecom engineer and I really want to go to Canada to study while I will be working. Yeah, that is exactly what you can do if you want to come and do the study pathway. So if you're ready and you really want to start, you should reach out to us and find out all about our study package and if it's something that you're eligible to do.
Yeah, so just reach out to us and be sure that we'll work with you, and assist you to achieve your goals.
As final thoughts about this, I thought today this is a really exciting announcement. So I was glad that we could just hop on live for a little bit and share it with everyone because it was something that, we weren't necessarily expecting it, but it was very to get the news that they're going to extend that same policy that they were doing from 2022 till now, and now going forward for 2023 as well. It's good news for us. It's good news for our clients too, that we can continue to get these extra things, extra 18 months, extra year, whatever we can get, it's wonderful.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. That's true. So thank you all for coming online. Would schedule a live session again where we'll discuss this at length. Then at that one we'll be able to discuss a lot of things about it, educate you about it, and tell you how you can also benefit from this. But one way you can benefit from this is coming as a student, because I feel this policy will still be on for a while, in my own view, coming as a student, and you are sure that you can get these benefits. So thank you all for coming online. Thanks a lot. See you guys. Do have a lovely day.
Bye, everyone.
Yeah.